Hello, good morning. I hope that you are hearing this. We're going to talk about academic research today and how to do it. You're only in ninth grade, so we're not going to get into too much, but we are going to talk about domain names, and we're going to do a little activity. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is that there's a difference between scholarly and popular articles. Scholarly means you found them on a database, like on the library database, which we haven't gone to that yet. So I'm not going to worry about that for now. And then there's popular articles, which are mostly articles that you guys find when you look into, like, when you Google something, okay? So when we Google and we use Wikipedia, which Wikipedia I love, I just have to explain something to you about that. When we Google something, we need to think about whether our sources are valid or not. And so we have to think about the domain names, the .com, the .edu, the .org, .gov. We have to think about which ones we trust. So the way we find out which ones we trust is by running something called the CRAP test. I know it's like poop and it's really fun to listen to, but really what it means is the information outdated or is it current? That's currency. Is it relevant to what you're looking for? Does it have authority? Like, is the source of the information authority, or is it just some guy who's just writing and ranting about something? Is it accurate? Like, could you find that information somewhere else and it be the same? And finally, the big one, what's the purpose that the information exists? So is it to entertain you? Because if it is, maybe it's not valid. If it is to argue something, maybe it's not valid. What is it? Why is it out there? Is it just to give you information? Probably makes it more valid. So we're going to do a little activity, and here's what you're going to do. We obviously can't pick a partner because we are not online. Well, we're online, sorry, but we're not in class, unfortunately, because I miss you. But if you can pick a partner to do this with through Skype or through FaceTime, that's fine. Or you're just talking to someone on the phone that's in our class or in any of the three classes, that's fine. Choose a research question from the list that you're going to click on, which if I click on this, it comes up right here. Okay. There are a bunch of sample research questions. I like the why do females score higher on standardized tests, even though I'm not positive that actually is true. But I just kind of made it up. There's a whole bunch of different questions here. So you're just going to choose one of these, all right? Why don't teens like to read is always a good one. Or how's global warming going to affect people in 20 years? So you're going to choose any of these that are on here. And then you are going to go and find one article from a .com and one from a .edu or a .org. You could compare each against that CRAP test that I'll back up to in a second, and you're going to decide which one is the best. Now, I'm going to go back to the CRAP test and leave it up here. You're going to decide, you're going to ask it these questions, and what you're going to do for your assignment for today is just to put the title and link to the article on a Google Doc, and then you're going to answer these questions about that article. You're going to have to read it, and then you're just going to answer these questions about each of those articles. So again, you're going to find two articles. One is going to be a .com, and the other could be a .edu or a .org, and you're going to answer these questions. Then I'm going to put a question as an exit question up, and it's going to ask you which one you think was more valid and why. And that's our lesson for today. So you have the slideshow available to you in addition to me doing the screencast for you. And I hope you do well. I'm right here. If you need to email me and ask questions, go right ahead. Bye.